Hello there. Thank you for joining Everyday Life in Finance with Robbie. I'm Robbie, and today I want to talk about living in uncertainty. And right now, we are clearly living in a time of uncertainty, economic uncertainty, political uncertainty, and so much. And all of that can affect our finances because you really don't know what to do. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about what's going on and maybe give you some ideas of what you should be considering at this point in time, because in times of uncertainty, there's really not a lot that you can do but make certain that you have a plan for the worst and a plan for if nothing happens. You want to be prepared, for the worst at all times. And that's something that, I've learned, as a legal professional, we have to look at all of the possible outcomes. And right now, we really don't know what's going to happen, how things are going to be within 2 weeks, a month, 6 months. We really don't know. So right now, we are really relying on our plans and just being still for a moment, being still and observing what's going on, looking at, monitoring the news, but not being fearful. Now is not the time to be fearful. It's about making certain you have a plan in place. Don't go overboard and say, I'm not going to do anything, until all of this is over, because life still goes on. Tomorrow's not promised. We still have to live, but we have to live smart, make smart, decisions that will, help us to get through this difficult period or get through this storm. So I just want to focus again on what I've been preaching since the beginning of these videos: having a plan, and the plan, it has to have some flexibility because things change and you need to be able to just move, be agile, and that's the one key thing with a plan. Make certain that there's room for flexibility, room to change. It doesn't have to be, this fixed plan that this is how we do it. We don't make any changes at all. That doesn't typically work. Sometimes it will, but typically it does not, because something's going to happen that maybe you didn't consider, or just anything. Things happen and we have to be prepared to change is a key, a key thing in life that we have to be able to deal with. Things don't always work out as we plan it, so we want to make certain that we can adjust to any type of change. And you may not know what to do in the moment. That's why I say right now is a time whereas you just want to be still. You want to observe what's going on and make careful decisions. Don't make any major plans. I'm kind of bummed about that, because typically, I'm all set, for my vacation plans and so forth. But I'll be honest, I'm just not sure what's going on, or whether that's, a good thing to do, or not saying that I won't, have a vacation, or have a trip, but I want to, maybe I need to modify, what I'm going to spend on that vacation. How far am I going to go? Am I going to do something relatively local, less expensive, or am I going to go all out? I'll be honest, this was one of the years that I really wanted to go all out, just because, I wanted to do, I was prepared to do something that I've always wanted to do, go someplace where I've always wanted to go. And now I'm questioning that. And the good thing about it is that when I made my plans earlier this year, I allowed for flexibility in those plans, making certain that if I changed my mind, if something happened, because I knew we were getting a new administration, with respect to government, and things could get a little crazy. And as I suspected, things are getting a little crazy. you know, just with everything. And these things are going to affect us financially, whether it's, tariffs. I mean, we've always had tariffs, but now we're talking about extreme tariffs on, certain goods that really may affect us day to day. We're talking about cars, we're talking about, even they went so far as to talk about wine and things of that sort. But the point is, we still don't know, what's going to be, what's going to last, whether these are going to be short-term tariffs, long-term tariffs, or what's going to happen. There's also political instability and just so many things going on. There's also job insecurities, because when you make these sweeping changes, it affects companies. And then companies, they have plans and decisions that they have to make. And this could include staffing. You're seeing, companies reducing their staff, or saying, hey, we're not going to hire anymore. So they're expecting much more out of their employees. Or you're seeing the federal employees getting laid off and then called back to work, getting laid off. We really don't know. So now is not the time, to do anything extreme. Continue to live life, but, keeping your eye on keeping a close eye on your finances, and not doing anything out of the ordinary. Now is not the time to fully remodel your house. Maybe you do a small portion of it. You don't fully remodel it right now, because you don't know what things are going to look like. We don't know what interest rates are going to look like. So there are just so many things that you need to consider. But I just wanted to talk to you a bit, and again, stress the fact, do not be fearful, but do plan and do monitor what's going on, so that you know what to do, how it's going to impact you, and that you can make smart decisions. So thank you so much for joining me today. Please check out my other videos, and come back for more. If you like this content, please like, share, subscribe, and come back for more. Thanks so much.